Have you guys ever think like, what is art? What the concept and meaning of art itself? Hello everyone, my name is Gifty Kindi Habani. I'm from class K1. So I make this video to talk about art. What is art and what the meaning of it? First, let's talk about what is art before I go deeper and explain to you what the meaning of art itself that I will show to you later. So, enjoy the video. What is art? When we heard the word art, a lot of us immediately think about museum or painting hanging in fancy frames. And because of that, some people say, art is not really my thing, or I don't get art. Some even think art is only for intellectual people or very artsy people. But the truth is, art is for everyone. Art is not only found in museums, it's actually everywhere around us. The songs you love, the movies you watch, poems, theater, even a quilt your grandmother made. All of that is art. So you might start wondering, okay, then what is art? How do we define it? Well, art has existed for thousands of years, and over time, it has changed in many ways. People create art for different reasons, depending on their experience, culture, and life story. Because of that, defining art is really tricky. There is no single definition that everyone agree on. However, many people believe that art is anything that makes you feel something. Those feelings depends on who you are, your past, your experience, your story. That's why three different people can look at the same artwork and feel completely different things. One person may think, this is the most beautiful things I ever seen. Another person may hate it, and a third person might feel nothing at all. And guess what? None of them are wrong. So everyone is allowed to have their own feelings and preference when it comes to art. So here's the question. This makes us ask an important question. Were you wrong to enjoy the painting in your own way? Does knowing the artist's intention change how you feel? Some art critics believe that the artist's intention does not matter. They say what matters is how the artwork feels to the viewer. So, what is the meaning of art? Is it what the artist intended? Or is it what you feel when you look at it? The truth is, art does not have one simple answer, and maybe that is what makes art so powerful. Next, let's talk about these arts that I picked. Let's find out the story behind every painting. Ivan the Terrible and his son. In 1913, a man walked into Tretyakov Gallery in Russia. Inside the museum was a very famous painting called Ivan the Terrible and his son, painted by Ilya Repin. Suddenly, the man took out a knife and attacked the painting. He cut the canvas 3 times while shouting, "Enough that! Enough blood!" The damage shocked everyone. The curator who was responsible for the painting was so devastated that he later took his own life. Almost 100 years later, in 2018, history repeated itself. Another man entered the same gallery and attacked the same painting. This time, the damage was very serious, and the restoration cost was around $116,000. Why would people keep attacking this painting? The reason is controversy. The painting showed the Russian star, Ivan IV, holding his dying son after killing him in a moment of rage. But historians were never able to prove that Ivan actually killed his son. Some believe the son died from illness, not from violence. Because of this, many people believe the painting spread a myth, not history. The painting was even banned at one point. According to legend, Ivan attacked his son's pregnant wife because he thought her clothing was inappropriate. She lost the baby. His son confronted him. The argument became violent. Ivan struck his son with a spear. He immediately regretted. The son is said to have died 4 days later. Repin painted several versions of the scene. but in the most famous one, he chose a very specific moment, not the moment of anger, but the moment of realization. The moment Ivan understands what he has done. In the painting, Ivan holds his son tightly. One hand pulls him close, the other tries to stop the bleeding. The spear lies on the floor, the room is filled with red. Ivan kissed his son's head as if trying to comfort him. But the most powerful part is Ivan's eyes. They were wide with panic, guilt, and regret. You can almost hear him thinking, "What have I done?" But his son's face is calmer, but one single tear falls from his eye, showing pain and betrayal. This is what makes the painting so powerful. Ivan was a cruel ruler, a man responsible for unimaginable violence. And yet, when we see this painting, we feel sorry for him. That is Repin's greatest achievement. He makes us feel pity for a ruthless man. Next is Stanchik, the sad clown. When I first saw this painting, I immediately feel a deep sadness. The colors, composition, and subjects make it one of the saddest paintings I ever seen. This painting, titled Stanchik, was made by a Polish artist named Jan Matejko when he was only 24 years old. Stanchik was a real court jester during the Polish Renaissance. He was not only meant to entertain people, but also to criticize society and politics through humor. In the painting, he is sitting alone, looking sad and thoughtful, while a party happens behind him. This shows a strong contrast between celebrities and despair. The full title explains that the painting takes place after Poland lost an important city in war. While the court continues to celebrate, Stanchik seems to be the only one who understands the seriousness of the situation. This makes the painting feel quiet, personal, and emotional. The composition focuses our attention on Stanchik. He is placed in the center, surrounded by dark colors, which emphasizes his loneliness. Although his costume is red like the party behind him, he is clearly separated from it. This painting represents the sad clown paradox, a person whose job is to make others happy while hiding their own sadness. Stanchik might also reflect the artist himself, making the painting feel even more personal. In the end, this artwork makes us question whether understanding the history is more important than simply feeling the emotion it creates. Okay, the last one is Las Meninas, also known as the most mysterious painting. Las Meninas is one of the most mysterious paintings in art history. It was painted in 1656 by Diego Velázquez, one of the greatest painters of all time. The scenes take place in Velázquez's studio inside the royal palace in Madrid. At the center of the painting is Infanta Margarita Teresa, the young princess of Spain. She stands calmly in a dim room, wearing a bright dress and looking directly at us. Around her are her ladies in waiting, 2 dwarfs, a nun, a guard, and a dog, all captured in a moment that feels like a frozen snapshot. In the background, we see a mirror reflecting the king and queen of Spain. This creates confusion about what Velázquez is painting. Are we looking at the royal couple, or is the artist painting this very scene? Velázquez even included himself in the artwork, standing confidently beside royalty, which was unusual at the time. The painting challenged social hierarchy by placing anyone on the same level and showing them as human beings rather than symbols of power. Although the scenes appears calm and hopeful, history reveals a dark future for the royal family. Las Meninas show that art can question royalty, challenge authority, and change the way we see the world. And that was unheard of. Velázquez showed their humanity not as objects but as people. So here's the takeaway. Art can challenge power, art can bend reality, and sometimes, if you keep believing in yourself, you might just become the greatest painting in Spain. Sanchik, the sad clown. In conclusion, this listening activity made me understand that art is not only about painting and museum, but it is something that exists in our daily life. Everyone can experience art, and every opinion is valid. So, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching.